Well, I found the body in the snow still. It was hot. At 300 m high in the middle of nowhere. That shouldn't be possible. The cold here doesn't kills in minutes. Freezes thoughts before the blood. The second thing I thought was, nobody gets here without a thermal suit. The third was when I saw the blue blood. Not red, blue. I am assigned to Weather Station 7 since 3 weeks ago. My job is simple. Register temperatures, check equipment, survive the silence. There's nothing up here except wind, ice, and time to think too much. Until last night, something fell from the sky. I was having instant noodles when I saw the quick green flash cross the window like a horizontal illuminating the entire station for 1 second. I thought it was an aurora or some strange phenomenon. I was wrong. This morning, I went out to check the equipment and found the crater at about 200 m north. The ice was melting in a perfect circle, as if someone had aimed a blowtorch giant against the mountain. There were no ship remains. There was no metal, only a trace. Blue. To hear the trail led me straight to the station. The warehouse window was broken, but not from the outside. From the inside, the glass was scattered by the ground, frozen in the midst of the ice. And there, in the center, was she. At first, I thought it was a human body. Then I saw the silver suit. Not metallic, something else. As if it were alive, the surface pulsed with a dim light, almost breathing. Her skin was pale, too perfect, with blue veins that shone under the surface, like rivers of light. And in her right hand, there was something else. A black sphere the size of a fist. The ant is not a metaphor. The ant like a heart. As soon as I entered, the alarms of the station began to sound. I looked at the monitor. The temperature was plummeting to minus 15 degrees Celsius. In less than 1 minute, I knelt beside her. I was still breathing. Slow, irregular, but alive. I tried to take the sphere from her hand. Error. Her fingers closed with an impossible strength. Her body convulsed, and in that instant I felt something, not on the skin inside. As if cold fingers slid down my spine, touching every nerve, every memory. I released the sphere. Immediately, the temperature stopped dropping. I stayed still, breathing, agitated. Message received. Don't touch that. I tried to move her to the infirmary. I barely lifted it. Her eyes opened. Golden. Not yellow. Not brown. Golden ones shone with an intensity that wasn't natural. The vertical pupils, like those of a predator. She suddenly sat up. The sphere fell to the ground, rolled to the wall, and the cold returned. Frost covered the walls in seconds. The air became heavy, cutting. My breath froze before leaving. She looked at the sphere. Then she looked at me. Do not touch seed. Her voice said it was not normal. She had an accent that did not belong to any language, as if each word was learning to exist. He pointed to my hand. Heat. I need your warmth. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I was in shock. Maybe because if I did nothing, I would die. Frozen, or maybe because something in her gaze. He was asking for help. She demanded I extended my hand. She took my wrist, and then everything disappeared. It wasn't a memory. It was like dying and waking up in another place. I saw her world. 2 red suns hung in the sky giant, devouring the horizon. The oceans were evaporating in real time, lifting columns of steam that covered entire continents. The earth opened in impossible cracks, complete cities falling inside, as if it would have been crystal structures. Towers made of light were collapsing one after another, and thousands ran towards silver ships, desperate. Some didn't make it. Others fell before climbing. Everything was coming to an end. In the center of it all, I saw a camera. 12 black spheres floated in the air, 12 synchronized. A voice, hers. Last hope, last resort. I returned. I fell to my knees on the station floor, panting, dizzy. I felt my heart out of control. The sphere, the seed shone less. As if I had eaten. She looked at me. Thank you. Now she sleeps again. What is that? I asked. She picked it up carefully, as if it were the most fragile thing in the universe. Arrival anchor. Tommy Kind sent 12 seeds to different worlds. If a ripe one becomes a portal, my people are coming. And we didn't. He answered immediately. Your world adapts. I didn't like how he said, does it adapt to the noise of the helicopter? Broke the distant moment. But of course, they had been detected 40 minutes, and they were not the only ones. Are they also coming? Whispered who? My kind explained enough to me. If they found her, they executed her because the cold had stolen her. The seed returned. The ant faster. The lights went out less 25 degrees Celsius, less 30 degrees Celsius. Fell to his knees. I need more heat. Deeper. Something that hurts. I looked at her. I knew what I was asking for, and I did it. I gave him the memory I never shared. My sister's funeral. The rain. The coffin. Lowering my mother, breaking. My father emptied the silence. Then she saw everything. When he opened his eyes, he was crying blue tears. The seed calmed down. Then they knocked on the door 10 minutes. It rose with 3 options. He said, destroy it and die. Let it mature and condemn the world. Or anchor it in you. The portal wouldn't open. But I would carry it inside forever. I would feel when they searched for her. I would be connected to her. I thought of my sister, in the void, in the silence. Do it. The sphere touched my chest. The pain cannot be described. It was not physical. It was like something disarmed me, as if my body was being rewritten. I screamed, then silence. The seed was no longer outside. I was inside me. I could feel it beating. The door exploded. Soldiers entered. She leaned towards me. Pretend I'm dead. Or will you go nearby? He kissed my forehead. Cold, but not empty. Disappeared. 3 days later, I woke up in a hospital. A doctor showed me an x-ray. Something was in my chest. Not human. Not of this world. I looked at myself in the mirror. A black mark right over the heart. Beats. I close my eyes and hear her. They come, and this time I know they're not just talking about them. Also speaks of me.